Welcome to day number 1 of the Essentials of Entrepreneurship podcast, where we'll talk about the head, the heart, and the hand of entrepreneurship. My name is Bevan Hlumelo from Newgates. I will be your host for this podcast, together with a rising entrepreneur in Africa, and that is Mr. Tawanda Otto Chisiri. Let me start by saying, well done for making time to invest in your growth. We want to encourage you to learn about some principles that will help you position yourself to be an entrepreneur in this season, especially in our nation. We believe we are living in a time where there is a great opportunity to be an entrepreneur. It would seem like everything an entrepreneur would need is in place. But the big question is, do you see it? We have designed this course to be partly reading material, partly audio teaching, and an interview with Tawanda. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast. All right, everybody, welcome to the first lesson. And we have with us in the studio, Mr. Tawanda Otto Chisiri, one of the entrepreneurs that we really admire and we respect a lot from the end of Newgates. And we believe that we're going to learn so much from him. So, Tawanda, welcome.
Thank you, Bevan. It's a pleasure.
So, we are friends. We've been friends for a long time. Would you imagine? Actually, more than 10 years
It's
now.
more than 10 years, yeah.
So, it's really a blessing to have you with us. It's not the first time you're coming through to be with us and speak to us in line with entrepreneurship. You've done it before, a few years ago, if not last year. You came through, spoke to some people from our team, and they were highly inspired. So we thought, we're doing so many podcasts transforming Eswatini and some people outside of Eswatini as well. We thought it would be ideal for us to put together this program so that you can come through and empower so many people that I know who are already logged in right now and equip them from that end of entrepreneurship. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
It will be a pleasure. I'm all yours.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and let's see how far we get to ask questions. I think I've got about 4 questions, but if need be, we might even have to cover more questions. So the first question is this: what entrepreneurial experience do you have? Because we've got some people here who are seasoned entrepreneurs. We've got some people who want to start off their entrepreneurial journey. But it's important for them to know who is this person who's going to be teaching us and empowering us. So what's your experience in being an entrepreneur?
Okay, Bevan, I think I have been an entrepreneur I wanted to say for the last 10 years. Then I realized, no, that's not true. Even when I was still working, employed by the government, I was doing some side hustles.
Right.
Maybe that's when it started, but maybe I can even go back to high school. Yeah. When we're selling, maize meal by football matches,
Wow.
Maybe that's how far we can go.
Wow.
But currently, I'm in the hospitality industry. I also run a consultants firm. I also, at the moment, have a school. Yeah, we're building a school basically at the moment. And I dropped one, as an entrepreneur, you pick and drop some things. I was running a bakery, but I think I'm moving out of that area. But as an entrepreneur, I can safely say, at the moment, those are areas that I'm looking at: hospitality, education. You talk of those things, yeah.
That's impressive. And it's the first time you're talking about, going back to high school days where you used to sell maize, right? And now I'm thinking, like we said earlier on, we've known each other for a while. And I'm wondering, because there's some things I've picked up from you in the whole journey of you being an entrepreneur. I started knowing you when you were involved in the transport industry here in Eswatini.
Oh, I had forgotten that part,
Yes.
yeah?
So you used to be in that industry.
Yes, that's true.
I remember really learning a lot from you in being an entrepreneur, just seeing you running what you were running. And now you're mentioning that it started way back when you were a teenager. So I'm wondering, if I would ask this question about the mindset that an entrepreneur should have, what kind of things would you pick up and say, these are key thoughts or ways of thinking or mindsets an entrepreneur should have? What kind of a mindset should an entrepreneur have?
Well, Bevan, when you talk about mindset, I don't know whether I should say an entrepreneur should have a mindset, because if you say a mindset, it means a mind that is set in a certain way. Right. But an entrepreneur's mind should not be set in a certain way, because things are so dynamic and so changing around you. But basically, to answer what you're saying, I think an entrepreneur should be someone who is open to opportunities. Who can identify and open to opportunities. So it should be that mind whereby wherever you go, whatever you are doing, the first thing that you see, it's an opportunity. If you see a house burning, what is the opportunity there?
Wow.
Maybe I should start a business whereby if houses are burning, they call me, I come and douse the flame.
That's right. Yeah.
Easy. So others are seeing a problem, but you're already seeing an opportunity there. So I think, to me, if we talk about a mindset of an entrepreneur, it's ability to see an opportunity in everything and everywhere around you.
Wow.
Wherever you are, you should see an opportunity.
That's really amazing. Whoa. What a great point to kick off this course with. Look for opportunities. That's our big idea for today. Consider some of the problems we've been having in Eswatini, like the hailstorms. Then the hailstorms devastated the land. Motorists suffered, homeowners suffered, farmers suffered, and you and I saw all of this, and we were affected too. But when all this was happening, did you see an opportunity? You see, the struggle is many of us see problems around us, but we see them through the wrong lenses. Here's a bonus point for today. When seeing problems, don't see them through the lenses of pity, but compassion. I'll say it again. When seeing problems, don't see them through the lenses of pity, but compassion. Compassion and pity are two different emotions that are often confused with each other. You see, compassion is a feeling of empathy and concern for the suffering of others, and it's accompanied by a desire to alleviate or lessen the pain that people are going through. Compassion is an active response to the suffering of others, and it involves taking action to help those people. While on the other hand, pity is a feeling of sorrow and sympathy for someone who's experiencing difficulties or misfortune. But unlike compassion, pity is a passive emotion. It doesn't involve taking action to help the person in need. Instead, it just sees the challenge, sees the problem, and feels that sense or emotion of pity and then walks away. So, looking at things from a lens of compassion is helpful for you to see the opportunities, because compassion is an active and selfless emotion that helps you to see the opportunity and take action. At the same time, pity completely is the opposite, because it's a passive emotion, remember. It involves feeling sorry for the person but not taking action to help that individual. So the encouragement as we are winding down is, if you are going to grow as an entrepreneur, start to work on your compassion. Start to grow in compassion, because when you are a compassionate person, you know what people are struggling with. You feel their pain. You see their pain. You think of customized and contextual solutions that will be received by the people that you can offer them. Not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of solving the problems that you are seeing and serving the people within your community. So make sure you go through the reading material today, go through the assignment questions and respond them in the group. We are not here just to get information in our minds, but we are here to be transformed. And transformation is not in the information. Transformation is in the action. Enjoy the assignment and see you in the next session.